Despot Game. Welcome into all the new subscribers to the channel. Thank you so much for clicking the button. And if you haven't, what the hell are you doing? Click the button. Guys, we're going to do another stream, of course, of Despot Game. It's the beginning of a new season, so I kind of want to just really get into it and figure out what's working, what isn't working. I'm likely going to have some wipes on this stream, because I'm not just going to run tricksters at the start of every single run. Part of the fun of this game and what I liked when the game first released was trying to find different things that worked. Whether they are the most effective and cost-effective thing isn't necessarily the most important. Sometimes what's the most important is what's the most fun. So let's see if we can find some more fun stuff. Boost, what's going on? And then the rest of this week, I'm probably going to stream some different stuff. I want to do Darkest Dungeon probably maybe tomorrow. I'm going to do some Dead Estate. I don't know if people have heard of Dead Estate, but it's a very cool game. Little shooter game, kind of neat. Be giving away a couple copies of that. And yeah, so let's get into this. Boost, I hope you're doing good, man. At home sick? Depending on how sick you are, that could suck. It all just depends on how sick you are. I'm going to stick with Medieval for my regular start, and then we'll just go from there. But I think we'll probably experiment a little bit here. Yesterday, I streamed on Twitch, and it did not go so well. I got my butt kicked. I tried to do fighters, and it just didn't work. You got, like, COVID or anything like that, or you're just, like, sick? So, I really want to try Eggheads. I had people yesterday mentioning Eggheads. The tier 5 Egghead got some nice changes. But I think I really want this mutation here. Mass Taunt. It's just so good to have in the PvP part of the game. Just sick. That's all right, though. Just sick is okay. A little health on. I was sick for like 3 weeks. Seriously, it was rough. Hungering Fury is always nice to have. This is also nice to have. But we'll take Hungering Fury. I've kind of gotten this thing where I end up taking the living off scraps on almost every single run just to save money. Why the hell not, right? We'll upgrade the shop a bit. Maybe we'll try and run with a tank through this. Like a couple tier 5 tanks. Could be interesting. We'll see what happens. A lot comes down to mutation luck, I think. We'll see. So I think Darkest Dungeon tomorrow. Dead Estate one of these days. I have Shovel Knight Dig that I really want to play a little bit on the channel. And then there's some other games too, right? There's all kinds of games out there. But Shovel Knight's, I've been doing some runs on Shovel Knight. That's what I've been doing in my free time. When I haven't been playing Despot's Game. There goes that tank. Okay, that's fine. I mean, we could res them. I don't really want the Deja Vu. We could just res them. Do I want to res them, though? No, because we got this. We're fine. Nice to Shovel Knight. Yeah, I think that... It hasn't had, like, fantastic reviews, but that doesn't mean it sucks. It's just, it's different, right? It's not like the... It's not the same as, like, regular Shovel Knight. This is like a roguelike Shovel Knight. So I don't think... I think a lot of people might not enjoy it as much if they're looking for, like, traditional Shovel Knight. I don't know. We're gonna shoot with whatever ranged weapon we have. Now it's like, do we do a fighter run? All right, we got some fighter evasion here. Do we roll with what we've got? I was gonna do Egghead's tanks. Do we try a fighter run? No, not everyone's gonna enjoy a game. That's absolutely right. We lost 10 tokens. I mean, we paid 10 tokens for this, so let's start with fighters then. I tried this on Twitch yesterday and it did not go well. That doesn't mean that it can't work this time. Do fighters... We'll throw tricksters in there with most dexterous to have our extra little evasion. We don't want to do tricksters through here because I don't want to put like we don't want to do tricksters on our main part of the run because I really don't want to invest in them a ton. I think fighters are probably going to get absolutely destroyed, but we're going to do it anyway. Yeah, not everyone will enjoy a game. The problem I always have is I'm a person who like reads a lot of Steam reviews and stuff. I've always been that type of person, and it sucks to see people just bash a game because it's not like the same as what the last ones were. You know, it just sucks to see that. Do this. It's kind of like the same thing that happened with Darkest Dungeon, right? Darkest Dungeon 2. It's very different than the first one. And it's not going to be for everybody. That doesn't mean it sucks. Let's do this. I was going to do eggheads. We're going to try and do an egghead run today. That 15% fighter evasion just feels too damn good to pass up. When I look at a new game to get, I usually look at reviews, but also some gameplay footage before buying, just to be sure I enjoy it. Yeah, I'm kind of the same way. The exact same way, actually, Boost. I like to kind of like vet it, you know? And then I always look at negative reviews, right? Positive reviews are important, but I look at the negative reviews, and it's usually easy to pick out the people that are just being like overly picky about a game. We'll take a 2-2. It's usually pretty easy to single those ones out and be like, yeah, okay, they're just being like ridiculously hard on this game because it's not what they want it to be. Tardy, what's going on? Good to see ya. Is this enough? Let's do that. We'll pick up a T5 fighter when we get a chance. The downside is our attack speed is not great, so hopefully we can get some buffs for that. No worries. I appreciate the lurk. I appreciate all my lurkers. Not everybody can hang out for the whole stream. I know people got stuff going on. But people clicking on the stream is like is still huge for me. Seriously, guys, like clicking on the stream is a massive boost to the channel, right? Like I can't stress that enough. Like not everybody can afford to subscribe, like be a channel member. Not everybody can afford super chats. Not everybody can afford all that stuff. But if clicking on the stream is the best you can do to support me as a content creator, thank you. That's awesome. Rowdy, I usually look at 1 to 2 good reviews to like 100 negative reviews, just because you got to sift through people being overly picky. Yeah, like there are some, like there's some very well put, the really well put negative reviews are the ones I'm looking for, you know, like the ones that really go into like the detail of like I don't know, like if you want to use this as an example, like the ones that stand out to me are like the people that when the game first came out, they were just like, man, the food system in this game is not for me, and this is why, right? Like I like that, not just this game sucks. This isn't like this is just a crappy game. Channel stats, yeah, channel stats are huge, right? Especially for me. I'm trying to grow. I'm trying to grow something here, and that's massive for me. This is in the last year. I meant to put out a thank you message. It might not sound like a big deal, but we're in the middle of like the 3rd biggest growth period I've ever had on YouTube. Shiro, by the way, hi, good to see you. So this is my 3rd biggest growth, if you want to go like based on like a 28-day period, and that's a big deal to me. someone writes up an essay on a game review, you know they're actually trying to give some feedback. Yeah, some actual feedback is nice. We don't want these things. We will probably take penetrating bolts. I'm gonna take 5 shooters. Actually, no, we're not gonna take it. We're not gonna take excessive amounts there. I take that back. Am I linking to tanks? Just 1 second, guys. I have to take a call. 1 second, okay? 1 second. I'll be right back. Apologies. My wife's calling me. All right, we're back. Sorry about that, guys. I had to step away. Yeah, at least got to see that I have legs, right? Like, that's always a thing. Does Tom actually even have legs? My wife doesn't. She accidentally pocket dialed me. I think she didn't actually want to talk to me. I called her. She said, "What do you want?" I was like, "Ooh." All right. Do I want this? Am I armor linking? The link increases the max armor of tanks class by 50% for the duration. Do we armor link here? It might be okay. Pull the old switcheroo. Yeah, I saw her face pop up on my phone. Like it was like it was an actual phone call. Do we want this? I think I'm gonna take it. I don't want it, but I am gonna have tanks. Am I gonna link though? I don't know. Yeah, taunt when they taunt. So we can try this just for fun. So tanks, that's their special ability. They taunt, which makes everybody in the room. We're actually going to get something that makes them taunt everybody in the whole room. Could we do this? Can this work? I'm going to take it. Not that I necessarily am going to even use it, but I feel like it comes up nonstop. So let's just get it off the board. So this is a tank event where we'll get mass taunt. Right here, actually. Actually, let's do this first. Let's fight. Let's do these fights, and then we'll get it. So finding these synergies is kind of important, right? That's a bummer. I mean, that could be useful. I'm only going to take 5 tricksters, though, into this. Tanky tanks to tank the damage so your fighters remain pristine. Yeah, pretty much. That's what the hope would be. We'll try it. I don't know. Super punch for tricksters. I don't think I want to. Bash for tricksters. Which would I rather have? This on my shooters. I'm gonna have 5 shooters at the end and 5 tricksters at the end, just for like for buffs. I'm gonna take this, I think. Ooh, got tossed. Okay, now let's go down here. In theory, but everybody, we're in Grandmaster this season, and like this is where the sweaty players are, you know. Like this is where the sweaty guys. This is where all the sweaty guys reside. So it's never that simple, right? Like, there's guys in here that do, like, 100 runs a season kind of thing. I do maybe, I want to say I probably have time for, like, 10. And that's even when I stream. So we're going to do the secrets. That gives us our mass taunt, right? So tanks taunt the whole room, but for half the duration, right? So they'll taunt the whole thing, which is good, because they that will make every single enemy, no matter where they're placed on the board, they will be taunted, which is great. Do I know when Xbox is going to get an update? Nope, but I asked yesterday. I put a message out, but I haven't heard a word from the devs yet. Unfortunately, Matthew, I did put a thing. I questioned it in the Discord yesterday and said, like, hey, like, what's going on here? Be really nice to know. That guy's just kind of bait. They're gonna die. I can't help it. It would be really, really nice to know what's going on there. Okay, let's res. Get them back. We'll just use them for food. I can't help but feel like it probably should have been delayed if they couldn't launch the 1.0 version of the game, but I don't know the ins and outs of it. You know, like someone told me yesterday that Xbox is still on season 1, like they didn't even finish their first season. And that's kind of weird. Like, it just seems weird to me. I really would like a Saitama, but I really don't want to spend a ton of money to do it. I could take this. This could help. Actually, you know what? Maybe we do just take this. This could help me a ton right now, instead of a Saitama. Microsoft's review process, it could be annoying things again. Terraria had its... I know Microsoft's like process is weird. It's just like, I don't know. It's just very, very odd to me that like it's mostly because I know what the, like, I've seen like the patches and stuff, and the current version of the game on Xbox has some of the 1.0 stuff. It has the new events and things like that. Like it's like a, like, if you like, it's kind of like just like a mix of like a bunch of different versions of the game. Like it's a version of the game that never existed previously. Let's put it that way. It's a version of the game that never existed on Steam. So that's what's really confusing to me. Shooters are not going to be the main focus of this build. Ah, crap. Yeah, it's very different. Like, I don't understand the ins and outs of it enough to really say why, but it's an entirely different version of the game. And that's what throws me off about it. We're going to leave this up and come back for it. Console updates are always weird. They have like 50% of older updates and 50% of newer updates. Yeah, see, like, I don't know that much about it, but like that's what it kind of is. It's like a weird mix. Like, it's got some of the 1.0 stuff, but it doesn't have interest. It still has hedonism up here, and hedonism's been gone from there for a long time. This could be very useful actually early for us. This could also be useful. I really need some fighter mutations though. Like, I really need some fighter mutations. I could use some fighter mutations. We could do this on death tanks. I think I'd rather have this on death tanks. Increase a random ally's armor by 100. We're gonna do this also. Let's do that. Let's take that. Let's take the last word. I'm not taking a bunch of shooter mutations. Take multicast, sure. They have their own forced quality control step for anything on their platforms. Been that way since Xbox 360, honestly. They'll probably go bankrupt before they stop. Oh, yeah, like, and I understand. It's just like, from the gamer side of things, it's just a very weird version of the game. Like, that's the way I look at it. It's just a very odd version of the game to have. Like I said, it's got some of the stuff that was in the 1.0 update for Steam, and then it's missing some of the stuff. That's the thing that's weird to me, is that it's like it's got some of the stuff that was in the update, and then it's missing some of the other stuff that was on Steam forever ago. But it is what it is. I'm sure that it was out of the devs' hands in a lot of ways. Like, they're really, really great guys, right? It's just I'm just trying to find out what the deal is. They did say the end of the month. So I'm guessing if it happens at the end of the month, that's just going to be, it means that Xbox is going to be running, or Game Pass is going to be running on a different season system than Steam. They're already behind, apparently. The tanks buff a tank, so they get one. Yeah, they'll get a ton of extra armor. Yeah. Yeah, like, there's just like, it's nice to have that there, right? So that's gonna help a bit with the armor. We're trying to be tanky. We'll see what happens. I don't know. No promises that the runs we do on stream are gonna be good runs, especially when we're experimenting a bit, when we're trying to science things out. We could do food, but I think I'm actually gonna take this for purposes of not dying. Take the 9 tokens, but you're not getting very good luck there. Probably gonna need more firepower here. There's a Saitama. We'll take them. They have very, very slow attack speed. But they're fun. They're just very, very slow. But they're so the T5 fighters, they have attacks deal 10 times damage. But it's a very small chance, right? 5% chance. But if you get your attack speed up, the shooters are going to help. We'll have 5 shooters in here. That's going to help with that attack speed. Hopefully this is enough. Hopefully these 3 is enough for us to get through the. Like, I don't want to buy this really. Yeah, I don't want to buy that. It's like we're kind of like micromanaging things, you know, like trying our best to get through with the least amount as possible. Don't you dare kill him. Don't you dare. We have buttons to heal, so we'll be fine there. But Vamp is important. That's what I was missing last night when I streamed on Twitch. If anybody could do me a favor, actually, I didn't have my Twitch link in my description. If anybody has a chance, can they check the description of the stream and just, like, you know, see if the link actually links to my channel? I think I got it right. And if not, it's fine. I can check after the stream. I just want to make sure it links to the Twitch channel so people can find me over there if I stream over there. I have a tendency to type in my links improperly. We're gonna need some better mutations here soon. This could be good. It does work? Nice. Thanks, guys, for checking that. Appreciate it. This could be helpful. The thing is, I don't want to invest a ton in shooters. I really, really want some fighter mutations here. We're going for it. We're going to go for it. This is useful, though. This is kind of building into our thing, the weighted dice. I'm going to take the weighted dice. So the weighted dice is going to help trigger our ability with our Saitamas. We're going to kill these guys because this is actually harder than anything else we seem to be facing right now. We're just going to wipe those dudes because they almost killed me last time. Nothing there. We don't want to link yet. We don't want to be doing that. We'll kill our shooter if we link to them because it defers all the damage the fighters take. That's where it'll be nice with the tanks later. Do this. A little bit of armor. You got to get up to this. Let's just wait. Stop hitting us. We'll be able to heal one more time before we're done this floor. None of this. Where are the fighter mutations? Steady footing can't be knocked down. Could be useful for this fight coming up. Might actually take it. It's not great, but at least we won't be able to get knocked down by the big guy. It's not what we want, though. That's the problem. I'm gonna take it. It's for fighters. The big guy here that we'll fight, the boss on this floor, knocks you all over the place. We're gonna have to fight these guys one more time. Hopefully they... You know what? Let's just move right up. Everybody move right up. Sometimes this type of thing works better. This way our fighters don't have to backpedal to get to the back line. They barely have to move. There. That's one of the strategies you used to be able to use against the samurai with cultists. Very effectively. And we'll buy enough food just to make sure that we have what we need to get into the boss fight. Am I going to be able to... I mean, I did spend a bit of tokens here. I think we'll be fine. We just want to make sure that we get our next altar on this floor. That's important. $20 tokens is what we're going to have to spend. Probably just go into this or this. All right. So fighters can't get knocked down. I think we'll be fine here, so let's just see how it goes. Oh, never mind. He's probably gonna kill this one. Don't you dare. That could actually be that could be the opposite of good, having my 2-2 getting beat up like that. The opposite of good, which would be bad. Okay, well we managed to get through that. Maybe I don't like the steady footing. The thing with getting knocked down is you can end up getting like pinned against the wall. That protected my shooter too. So it did work to a degree. Let's do... Really, this is probably actually better for me, but we'll do this. And there. We're gonna need some help here though with healing. Very, very difficult to get through these early floors with this type of build without any type of vampirism. $20 tokens. I think we need more help here. There's nothing I can do. Another Saitama? Sure. It's not going to be the most efficient run, but we'll take another Saitama. What are we fighting? The heck are we fighting? It's gonna be one of those like flame guys? Yeah. Yeah, we're gonna be in trouble without any healing. This is gonna be rough. And healer class just doesn't heal enough to warrant even having them. Let's... Oh, there's this, but this is, like, super important. I think I need Valor. As much as... man. Valor's super important there. Let's do this. We're gonna wipe this room. We're just gonna wipe this guy. This is not gonna help me. We'll take it out of the pool though. That's like a thing that helps with the cultist build. Don't die. Don't die. Don't die. Oh, you're so dead. Super dead. Yep. Damn it. Fighters are so hard to run. Like, they're so hard to run. That's one of the things that, if I had my own personal complaint, it would be that it's, very, very hard to run other classes. Like, there's, like, a couple classes in this that work so good in the PvE part of the game, and then other ones, if you don't have very specific mutations, you're, like, toast. Like, we're gonna die here. If we had vampirism, we'd be fine. But, like, literally, we need that. We 100% need it. And I don't want to run tricksters every time, because the problem with running tricksters is I just want to use them as like a secondary class. I don't want them to be my main class. So I don't want to load up on a bunch of trickster mutations if I'm not using them, right? He's dead too. Almost. And we'll get to a point where we just won't be able to afford to make our team that to compete. Basically here. I know we have a bunch of tokens. We just KO'd that guy. That health buff gave Vera 40 health. I like it when the ability hits, though. It's kind of neat. It almost feels like you have to be fighting in the green, even though I want to work around being hungry. Yeah. No, this is a wipe, guys. Oh, crap. Yeah. It's unfortunate. The only reason we went fighters was because we got the evasion mutation, so that's a wipe. New one. We'll go back in. The original plan was to try and run tanks with eggheads and stuff, and we'll try this again. I really wanted to do an egghead run. Starting class do we want? Unfortunately, this game does have some wipes that you have to go through here. Nah, we don't want to do that. You can do special magic. I just always struggle with it. We'll just stick with what I normally do. Bummer. So you almost have to spend way more tokens than you want to do fighters, or just get incredibly good luck. So unfortunately, fighters is a no from me. I think that special ability actually needs like a little bit, like their link is really bad, and then I think there should be a little bit, it should have a higher probability of hitting that 10 times attack, maybe even 7.5 or something like that. It just doesn't feel great. Or buff their attack speed a bit. They'll throw an attack and just stand there a lot until you really boost it. So you can't use them in the PvE very well. So we move on and pretend like that never happened. That never happened. Plan is to boost up the shop again. I would like to try tier 5 tanks in the PvE, is what I'd like to try. Basically, we're checking to see if you can find anything that'll work in in here, consistently clear the PvE that isn't tricksters, because I don't always want to have to load on trickster mutations. What's being in the yellow give you? So up here is the green bar here is our food, our hunger meter. So right now we're fed, right? So every troop will eat one. Every troop you have on the board is going to eat one of these food, right? Every time you enter a room, they eat some food. When you get to the point where you don't have enough food to feed them, they will start to go. This bar will start to empty. When it goes down to yellow, they take some nerfs. They take nerfs to their attack and nerfs to their armor. That's what it means fighting in the yellow. So they basically get weaker. When you get down to this part, it is in the red, and then it's very hard. I really want to do this, but that could be a problem too. This is something that works well with being hungry, right? Hungering Fury. So when your units are hungry or starving, they receive an attack speed boost. So it kind of cancels out a little bit of it. So it's nice to have that mutation as part of your build. Makes it a little bit easier to do that, because the economy in this game is super important. And that's one of the reasons why I don't think fighters are going to be viable really in the PvE, is because it's just not good for your economy. You'll end up spending way too much to get through. Unless you get vampirism and like the really good mutations early. So cheaping out on money to lose 15% of your strength, basically. Yeah, you cheap out on food. Like, you let your people starve a little bit so that you can save money for more upgrades down the road. Lectress, how you doing? My fighters still suck. Forgotten class? Yeah, well, you know, here's the thing, though. I'll tell you, Lectress, because I know that you're a fan of healers. Healers don't count as a forgotten class because they were never known. You had to have been discovered first to have been forgotten. I tried fighters. They're just absolute trash. Your words can't hurt me. Not with all this healing I've got. I can't be hurt. Just give me the maxed out shop. Just give me the maxed out shop. Yeah, we'll be fine, I think. I hope. A shiny hunt? Maybe we won't be fine. Holy crap. Oh, boy. I'm actually going to burn one of these on this guy until I find what I want. Who would have thought the fighters just don't have enough fight in them? Yeah, they really don't. They haven't for a very long time. Fighters have been bad for a long time. They got nerfed back at like the beginning of early access, and they've never recovered. Like, it's just bad. Unfortunately, because it's my favorite class. Yeah, we'll do that. Make it a little bit easier to get our hands on stuff. Like, you can make them work to a degree, but like to make them work, the amount of effort it takes is kind of crazy. We need a fighter redemption arc. Yeah, there's the, like, now we're getting things like that, right? So critical strike coming up now that I'm not planning on running fighters. Do we try them once more? I don't know. Because like now that I've committed to not doing them, I'm probably gonna end up getting non-stop fighter mutations on this run. Critical strike is huge. we couldn't buy a mutation that I wanted last time. Now this is like one of the better ones. Worst case scenario, we end up wiping again around the same spot. Okay, we'll go for the fighter redemption arc. Fine. We'll still be able to mix in tanks. It'll basically be the same thing. Let's try it one more time. We're sciencing things. I really want to take a fighter run to the end. I forced one yesterday on Twitch, and it was not... It wasn't good, because the same type of thing, I got really bad mutations. Tank fighters time? Yeah, we're gonna probably mess around with it again. See what we can do. Why not? I have no interest in trying to finish first place in GM. That's my disclaimer for anybody that watches my stuff. I have no interest in trying to sweat that out. What I have interest in is finding some fun builds. The amount of luck that is required to get first place in a season is not something I'm interested in trying to achieve. It's just not my thing. Now, if we get a tier 5 shooter offered to us, we will take it, because I think the tier 5 shooter is definitely stronger than the Saitama early. And we're gonna have one in the build anyway. Probably same goes for tank, to be honest. None of this. None of that. There, we'll take the shooter to start. They're still pretty decent even after the nerf. So we're going to do the same idea. We'll have the shooters. This is probably going to help us a ton. Let's go down here. I'll circle around to the food room. That's going to wipe out like the early floors for us still, even after the nerfs that it got. That's just how good it is. So it'll save us a ton on damage. You see now this bar up here is yellow for anybody that didn't know. That's yellow now. I will take this. I'm not going to take a ton of shooter mutations, but this will keep us alive, so we will take this. That might be, other than maybe rubber bullets, that's probably the only shooter mutation I'm really overly interested in getting. Unless cleanse comes up. Maybe we take cleanse. Okay, let's go over here. Secrets, we'll take the mass taunt. I say anyway. And we're gonna throw... We'll throw the mage in the pit here. To get some food. Throw them in the sacrificial pit. Ooh, that's kind of nice to have. Is this more beneficial to me than the equalizer? That's always the question. I don't know if it is, to be honest. If I don't get any more good stuff to use, we're probably going to need the equalizer. It's hard to pass up a healing thing, though. Can we use a bar of our heal? Oh, yeah, we can. We totally can. No, we can't load up on it like that. We would have to empty one of these 2 slots. It doesn't stack like that. We have to empty one out. I just can't decide if I want to use the... I usually like to run the equalizer on floor 3, and this guy can wipe everything out on floor 3. I don't really want to use anything on this guy, because he's going to be my food. I'm going to eat this guy. Oh, we could do that. Yeah, we could pick up the new one with 3. Yeah. Maybe we could do that. Yeah, maybe we could do that. We'll just wipe this one out and... There, we'll take the 3. Yeah, we'll take it. And then... Yeah, that could work out, I guess. We're going to end up eating this guy. But that's a good thought. We'll do it that way. Rather than throwing away the equalizer. I was going to throw it away and have 5 full heals because it's a max heal. But the equalizer literally can win you, like, clear a whole floor. Like it just did. Watermelon. A couple tutus. I don't have a Saitama yet, but a couple tutus could be nice. The thing is, Saitama literally can win you a run. I'm gonna take a 2-2. Because I want to try and make a fighter work. Like, I do. We don't need one. We don't need anything else on this floor. We'll just take that. And then we'll start bumping this up again. Equalizer on the second and third floor is just so good. Like, this is basic. I think it's pretty much just gonna make these guys nothing. Yeah. And unfortunately, Equalizer is something that I believe is not available on Xbox Game Pass still. I'm hoping I hear something, but I don't know what's gonna happen with that. Like, it would just be nice to have a rough idea. But maybe the devs literally have no clue, and that's why they haven't said anything. So we will finally. Okay, so yeah, we've got the crit. This is why I wanted to go fighters, because I was like, we committed to not doing fighters, and now we're gonna get all the fighter mutations. We will take Fury. The nice thing about Fury is it stacks our damage, right? So every attack, your damage goes up by 15. So once we get our attack speed up, we'll be hitting pretty good. You used to be able... The 2-2 at one time used to be the thing, right? To get through your PvE. The early portions of PvE. Take it because it's here. I'm doing it. And then we're gonna eat this guy. We have some healing with our 100% heals. I don't even think we need to worry about it right now. We'll eat him when we need to. There's just enough bullets for the shooter to kill everything. Tanks? Critical strike? We'll eat that bridge when we get to it. Yeah, we'll eat the bridge when we get there, yeah. We aren't going to worry about taking shooter evasion. We're just going to have 5 shooters on this build. It's going to be a lot of tanks and fighters. Probably get absolutely mauled, but it's fine. Tank critical strike could be decent. We'll take it. So if you like micromanaging stuff, like in games, this is probably a good game for people that like that kind of stuff. So there, that guy just provided us with enough food to eat when we go in here. I forgot to move my guy up. Oh well. We're gonna take this. We're gonna take this. The mass heal. And down. Can I ask why you're stockpiling tokens instead of investing in them in mutations? I just kind of end up doing it, to be honest, Timmy. It's just kind of the way I go. It's not, like, we can put something in here. But yeah, absolutely. Feel free to ask. We got the reroll. And we're going to do this, fast reload. Usually around this point is when I start loading up on them. Magic defense. And do I want to do that? I don't know if I want to do that yet. Pretty new to this game, and I think I've been falling into the trap of making too big of an army early on, then needing to spend lots of tokens on food. Yeah, that's basically the thing, right? And don't feel bad that it happens, because literally everybody that's picked up this game that didn't watch like videos and stuff ahead of time had that happen to them. I did. Like, I automatically was like, oh, I need healers, I need tanks, and I need damage dealers. If you, like, you can actually get away with just an equalizer as soon as you can get it. You can get away with it pretty early. Let's just, let's do attack speed, actually. We are going to eat them. That gives us enough food to, like, survive for a while. Yeah, sometimes you got to be a little bit hungry. It helps. Like, it does. You don't always have to be like. If you watch, like, I've watched, it's kind of painful to watch some of the bigger streamers play this. They'll be like, I need 300 food. They just buy food every time they go into a room, and you absolutely do not. Oh, I forgot it was these guys. He's got Vamp, though, so he'll probably be fine. Yeah. CS, I hope you're doing good. Good to see you again. Classic MMO style party. Need a tank, sponge, healer to keep them alive. Yeah, and literally, I think everybody did that when they picked this game up. They're like, oh, you need to have all this stuff, because it seems like you should, but you really don't. And that, like, it's come a long way that as far as stuff like that goes, but it still has, there's a little bit more that needs to be done to make the PvE a little bit more balanced. And I don't know if that'll ever happen, to be honest. I kind of want it to. I wish it was a little bit more like you kind of needed more troops early, but it is what it is. Instead, it's more heavily favored into the, like, resource management, is what I always call it. So there we got this one. So that's going to make it so that we can, that pairs really good. It's kind of like a necessary thing. You need to have that, but it pairs really good with this, right? So that's going to boost up our attack damage fast. First challenge run idea, you got to make a 5-man band. Only 2 units may share a class. You must always have 5 of them. A 5-man band challenge. I could do that. I don't mind doing challenge runs. It's fun. I like doing stuff like that. Sweet game. Been loving playing it on the Steam Deck. Oh, I wish I had a Steam Deck. I wish I could afford to get one of those things. I was looking at them the other day, daydreaming about it. I was like, man, I would love to have a Steam Deck. I got to switch. It's okay. Boyd, good to see you. As a new player, I'm just unsure how to get health without healers early on. So there's a couple different things you can do. Nawful Hater Wibowo, thank you so much for subscribing to the channel. Appreciate it. There's a mode called Hunger Games where you can heal by eating. It's a little bit different, so you kind of got to go in knowing that there's no food. There's no food rooms. You just survive by eating humans, but you will heal that way. One of the most important mutations that you can get is vampirism, right? So if you don't have vampirism, you're gonna have to invest more heavily in health or damage mutations, right? So that's kind of finding that balance is important, right? Like, we don't have things there that are gonna help these guys right now. Buttons, right? So there's buttons here, these healing buttons. Very nice to have, and understanding how they work. Like, the arrow one here is a full heal, right? So it'll heal one, like, it's got 3 uses and it will fully heal you. This one here is a mass heal. It's going to heal everybody for 30% of their max health. So having those is kind of like how you can get through these early stages of the game. Resurrection is a full heal, right? It'll bring back anybody that died in the fight, and it will fully heal them. It's just getting used to that stuff, really. And like, I mean, there's better players out there than me. There's a lot better players out there than me. I just try to like pass along the information I can, and not everything I say is like how like the guys with like thousands and thousands of hours in this game necessarily do it, or exactly how they do it, but it's close, right? As far as stockpiling mutations too, I can't remember who asked me that, but maybe it was Tim. You want to try and get on, I'm on mutagens mode, so you'll want to try and have set, like, your run, you should have goals in mind, right? Once you kind of get going on the game, for a new player, I would say you should aim to have all of your altars unlocked by floor 5, or by the end of floor 5. Once you get really going, you should be able to get it every single run by the end of floor 4. Every single run, you should have this thing by the end of floor 4. So that, and it costs 100 tokens on mutagens mode. So that's why I'm saving up 100 tokens, kind of. I need to make sure I don't accidentally overspend. 2 button clicks here. If I click this and click this by accident, then I will not be able to get this, and I short myself a mutation. Doesn't sound big, but it could be the difference between having a really good run and having a wipe. But we just unlocked it, so once we get up to 100 tokens, we can do that. It's a fun game. There's so much to find out and knobs to turn. Oh yeah, there's and like right now, this stream, I just decided, I was like, you know what? Not every stream is going to be like, I can't do every single run with tricksters at the start. As much as I know that it's efficient and it works, I just can't do it. I don't feel like it's fun to watch myself, so I was like, well, we'll try and see if we can get through this economically with a fighter run, all right? And I think I could do it with tanks, but I really wanted to try fighters because they're my favorite class. I love the 2-2. That's why I added the emote for channel members, right? I added that 2-2 emote because it's my favorite character in the game. Right? The StarCraft player in me and is like, spend money as soon as you get it, and you will eventually, right? Kind of. So there, we've unlocked that. Now we're down to $3, right? There's a couple milestones. The next milestone is to get our interest mutation. So we actually did pretty good there to get that unlocked even before the boss fight feels pretty nice. The MTG player in me hears it as 2-2 every time without fail. I want to say we're going to be fine here without using any heals. I'm going to bump this. Well, we're going to get punched around a bit. We are going to get punched a bit here. That's going to happen. So now you see what happens when he gets to punch us. Was steady footing better? I don't really know if it was better. Use one of those. We don't need these. That's ignore hunger. This can be okay. I've used it before for when I make have a brain fart and make a bad decision. I never use it for what it's actually intended for, which is like scouting floors or wiping like restarting a floor. I never ever use it for that because I just don't have time. All right, we are going to take some tank mutations because that's kind of the plan. Here's a couple offered to us. So we can take the tanks on death, increase a random ally's armor by 100, or we can take the Link one. And maybe we take the Link one just for fun, right? I think we take it just for fun. Yeah, I would agree with that. They're probably better with the footing, with the low attack speed, because you can see he just stands there and gets beat up. From Hell, this is a fencer. This used to be a tier 5 fencer in this event. I can't help but feel like we're going to need more damage here. Because this is where we ran into trouble last time. So let's do that. Another 2-2. Another shooter would actually be nice, but I don't want more than one. I want to get through this without one. Maybe another 2-2. Where's my shiny Schmurgle? Let's go in. Oh, I forgot to set my thing. We'll have to go back one. We have to set our room. Do I want to use this guy in this fight or eat him? I think I want to eat him. That's a huge nerf to that event. Used to be a tier 5, now it's a tier 2. I mean, it's fair. We can get vampirism on these fighters, we're gonna be good. Okay, let's go back and do this before I forget again. So there's the cultist, mage, trickster for the dash, or shooter. Now, I don't know if I really want any of these. I'm gonna take the shooter one. I don't really know if I want to take the mutation at all. Rubber bullets will help us get through the PvE. The tokens are nice for the upgrade. That's the thing. I think we probably will take the rubber bullets just for the PvE portion of the game. So now our next goal is to get interest unlocked. That's our next thing to aim for here. This should unlock it. Next 50 tokens goes into interest, and then that one is how we get bonus tokens. When we get to 200, we'll get 40 tokens every time we go to another level. I really don't feel comfortable fighting hungry right now with these guys. Like, I just really don't feel comfortable fighting in the hunger. Without vampirism, it's so hard. Let's go up here. Do experiments spread among the humans, or do they get it separately? I believe the way that it's dispersed is it's dispersed evenly throughout all of your troops. Like, there's like a set amount of experience per room, and then it just gets divided by amongst your troops. Let's eat. This is kind of... I'm worried about getting my butt kicked in one of these rooms here. We really could use fighter vampirism. Don't you die on me. Don't you die. Close. Okay, we better heal. We better heal. Let's do a full heal on him, actually. Too close to dead. That 30% is not going to cut it. Those guys are a pain. We'll take this. It's going to reduce the magic resistance. I don't think we're going to really be using any magic, but we'll just take it. Even if someone... Okay, yeah, I couldn't remember that. So if someone even is max level, it still gets spread. They are killing quickly now with the certain mutations that we have. Let's buy that much. They're killing fast, but I just don't trust. I don't trust being hungry, and that's too bad. Without vamp, it's really hard to trust. Look how fast they're dying too. That's the tricky part, is trying to get through here. We can buy our interest now with minimal losses. And we may end up having to get into this. I really didn't want to buy regen, so you get 10% of health back after each fight. I really didn't want to buy it, but we may end up having to put into that if we can get through here. Hey, I really didn't want to. I'm gonna put you first. You go first. You go and get beat up first. This guy's gonna explode on us anyway. Then we'll do a mass heal. No, I don't really like the stun, and I don't want to use that mana anyway. We got nothing. We'll take the splash damage, because we will take some tricksters if we can get through this thing. Now the tricky part for us is saving our money as much as we can. Like, can we do it? I don't know. It's the hardest part. Okay, there we go. If we can get a couple of those to trigger the 10 times damage, that will help us a lot. Yeah, I definitely don't think we should be fighting hungry here. I'm just gonna buy this. I don't like it, but I'm gonna do it. Yeah, some lucky crits would be nice too. We're gonna take some serious damage here as well. Again. We hit a couple crits there. This could be good. Not vamp, but this could go well for our, like, just overall luck. It could help. I really want to see if I can get through the PvE, like, just kind of get through it. This could be really good. It's not a high chance to cast it, but we could take it. I think we have zombies coming up next, likely. Let's take it. I don't want a ton of shooter mutations, but I gotta get us through this PvE. This could be bad. We have nothing that stuns. So, I don't want to lose to Saitama. Yeah, we got nothing that stuns. And I want to hold my money. I really don't want to spend anything. No, you're going to kill one. You're going to kill a 2-2 on me. Dang it. Give us a res. Give us a res after this. This guy's such a pain. If you don't have anything that stuns on this guy, this is what happens. He taunts, and it's just a mess. Or absolute armor. Yeah, we're toast. That's how bad fighters are. God. That's how bad they are. That's insane. Yeah, it's a wipe again. Yeah, we can't get through that. Yeah, fighters are just no good. Even with decent mutations, without having stun. Crap. Okay, we're not doing fighters anymore. They're garbage. They're absolute garbage. Without specific mutations, I seriously can't recommend them. That's a bummer. But I had to try them. I tried them a couple times, but there you go. Time for healers? No, they're even worse. But fighters might actually be the second worst class in the game now. That's how bad they are. With good mutations and all that, and what we have? We had a tier 5 shooter. I mean, we didn't lose, but we wasted a whole ton. Yeah, there's no way that you should lose that fight. Think you should do a trickster run? They're just too good. Well, that's the thing. Like, I could. Maybe we'll just do throwers. Maybe we'll just do a thrower run. I do tricksters all the time. We could do 5 tricksters to get through. And then just do a ton of throwers, maybe. I want to do a full run. I apologize that sometimes we have to wipe, but that just shows there. If you're watching this right now or in the future, hopefully what I just did was show you not to use fighters. Not in the PvE anyway. Chronotic. Just watch a video you did. What are your top and low classes? Well, actually, you know, Xbox right now and PC and Steam are actually kind of close together, so I can actually say this pretty confidently, I think. Top class for me is definitely gonna be like tricksters. I mean, you can argue that it isn't, but when you take the whole thing, the whole game into, like, the whole game, PvE plus PvP, tricksters are by far the most consistent. Like, it's just like there's like for any player. Throwers also a top class, right? Basically, damage and magic dealers are really good. Fencers, like Lectrus just said, try spinning fencers for PvE and you decide the final build depending on the mutations you receive in PvE. Yeah, like you can do that too, right? Worst class healers, like by far. I'm sadly gonna say that fighters are probably right there with them. Tricksters will run Xbox until late game. Yeah, tricksters are like very, very consistent, right? Like they're just so consistent. I can do another tier list. I like to do them. Eggheads are much better this season. The issue with eggheads is that I feel like the skill, the ceiling, like the skill floor is much higher than some of these other classes. to get them working for you the way that you want them to. So like if you're in Greenhorn or amateur division and if you can manage to get eggheads working, like a top tier egghead build, you probably will win your league. That's the honest truth. If you can get a good one of those, a good build for them going, they're just a little bit trickier to get under control. Best classes for PvP. I still seriously think throwers and tricksters are probably the best. Right now, I know in the GM league, it's eggheads are taking a big thing or a big move, but I imagine they'll fall off by the end of this season. But I think that like eggheads are probably in a much better spot this season. I would say that magic damage. It's a bit easier, guys, to kind of like rank classes based off of is it better to do a physical run or a magic run, right? And then go based off of that. So right now I feel like that physical is not gonna hold very well for a lot of classes. Even when they receive a buff of 300 damage, they still suck. Oh yeah, even with a buff, healers still suck. That's the thing, right? And it's too bad. My thing is with healers is they just don't they don't heal enough, right? They don't even do their basic job well enough. And then beyond that, it's just like rough. Let's fully max this thing out right now. Let's just get that over with. Let's get it done. So healers is only bad because their healing is that low, or are there other stats also low? So the thing with healers is they have a mutation that actually makes them like magic damage healers, which could be good. So instead of actually healing people, they deal magic damage. And but even that isn't effective enough to make them viable. That's just like the way that I look at it. Oh man. Yeah, so like Lectrus is like the healer ban. they know. So like yeah, the healers and bloodletting, right? It's just but like that's really their thing as far as damage goes, and then they just don't heal enough. They've had some nice buffs. Like seriously, they've had some nice buffs. Their big drawback, if I like from my base usage point, is that so say you take you see that mutation that gives a attack speed buff, or there's some other ones like that, but the attack speed buff, you can't tell them what to heal, right? So say look at this shot. Falk, how's it going? So if you could tell them what to heal and give that buff to whoever you wanted, they would be like, they'd be chef's kiss, right? They'd be so damn good. But you can't. So half the time healers just end up standing there healing each other. Is essentially what they end up doing. T5 healer is good for tanking, yeah. And unfortunately, like that, but like when you look at the whole game as a perspective, though, like from like a class perspective, the class is trash, right? Like you can use a T5 healer to tank a little bit. Beyond that, like I seriously would not recommend using a class for anything unless you're a new player and you just really want to try and get through the game and get to King of the Hill. I mean, I've used healers a little bit here and there to get through, right? But generally, I don't use them. I forgot to hit equalizer because I got talking. Generally, I don't use them. What does it take to get #1 in GM? A ton of luck. Ton of luck and information. A ton of luck and a lot of information goes a long way to getting a high rank in GM. There's definitely skill there, but you can get first in GM without having the best build in the league. It's because the way the ladder works. The way the ladder works is that, say everybody, like for example, last season, right, was all T5 shooters, right? So you go in and it's like, it was all T5 shooters. And then somebody goes in and they go and say, well, I'm going to try and counter the ladder, right? And they go in and they kind of know what their matchups are going to be. So they do a build that specifically counters all their matchups. And they end up in first place or whatever. Vivek, thank you so much for subscribing. I appreciate it. So then they're sitting up here, right? Everybody below them is giving them protection, right? So anybody that wants to even try and get first in GM has to beat the ladder to get there. You end up with a run that tried to copy the first build, the first place build, say it's a magic build, and it doesn't win. Maybe it does, but even if it does win, then it just bumps the other one down. So usually what you'll end up with is like the top 3, maybe even into the top 5 sometimes, will be classes that aren't even the meta, right? They'll be a completely different build than what the meta for like 90% of what the player base is using. So that's why I say it's a lot of luck involved. Their timing, right? Timing that run at the right time. Being a Spain player also helps. Yeah, true. But that's my perspective on it, is that it's a lot of luck with your timing and knowing what your matchups are in advance. Because of the way that works, I can't stress enough that if you want to do well and you're in Grandmaster, you absolutely should be in the Despot Game Discord. So that you know before you even do a run what you're going to be fighting. In the lower leagues, it doesn't matter as much. But if you want to try and place high in GM, you absolutely should be in the Discord. Otherwise, you're just at it like a massive disadvantage. I haven't even decided what we were going to run. Were we going to try and do spin fencers? There's that. There's that beautiful, beautiful shooter mutation. I don't want to do this stuff. I don't want to run shoot. I don't want cleansing on shooters. I'm looking at it. I'm like, cleanse is so rare. That's why I'm staring at this, thinking like, could I just try a shooter run? I got cleanse. I kind of want to do a magic run though, but I haven't tried to just push through with those T5 shooters, just to see what they do now compared to what they were last season. Screw it. It's such a good mutation, even after they nerf the output. Let's try it. A good way to check the fights is doing crazy mode run and get a broken comp so you can see what exactly your jumps are. Yeah, and like, so that's fine. My thing with that has always been that, like, you have to have time, right? You have to be willing to invest the time for that. Which I have never had. I don't have enough time to do that. So that's why I said earlier, like, you'll never see me really care about where I placed. We're gonna find out, Falk. We're gonna find out. Do I want... I better eat this guy before he dies. He might not even get to the point where I even pick anybody up. So, we'll see. We might not even get to that point. Don't trust the police, Tom. Do whatever your heart wants. Oh, yeah, I'm definitely doing whatever I want. I'm not sticking to what the meta might be for other people, because it's not fun for me. It's the opposite of fun. That's why I'm not running tricksters for myself, because that's like my personal thing. I just can't run tricksters every single time. Give me, oh, like, there's the sword, but I just took this for my cleanse. Let's do all shooters. See if I end up beating myself. Good. I'm gonna go for it. I'm gonna give me one. Come on. Come on. I spent the money, now give me my thing. Oh, are you kidding me? It's gonna be the most expensive gun ever. There we go. Now I'm gonna eat these guys. I'm gonna eat you guys, okay? Get in my belly. Now watch me go die. For that part of the game, it's super easy. When you're on floor 2 and 3, super easy. Will I die against the bosses? Maybe. You might die. Will I die to this guy? I might. I'm gonna die to this guy. Don't do it. Get another attack off. Come on, buddy. You can do it. Yeah, look at that. Hey. Let's go. Oh, it was nerfed hard. Nerfed super hard. I just haven't messed around with it at all. It was, I mean, I had all kinds of health to spare there. What do I want to do with that? I don't know what I want to do with it. We'll take that. All kinds of health. Throw some tanks in, we'll take the mass taunt, sure. Beauty. I never gamble that. Screw that. That's nonsense. Stop being expensive. Just give me what I want. I hate rolling. This is something I haven't really messed around with much. The tank, the big guy, the big dude. You gonna die on me? Maybe. I think I'd rather just have more shooters, to be honest, at this stage. Give me another gun. Stop it. Spending way too much on rerolls. What is with this luck? Come on! Spend all my money. Well, this didn't work out well. Holy crap. $50 troop. A $50 troop. Oh, I didn't do my thing. There we go. Probably don't even need to use it. Bum, 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 bum. There's my tank right there. That'll do. Go get them, my sweet little drone. Hey, I'm doing good, Beaver. How you doing? Hey, more healing. I've honestly never paid attention to it, Vivek. Spend a little bit there. Bum, 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 bum. See what happens. Unicata. Is it Zunicata? X Unicata? Thank you so much for subscribing to the channel. Appreciate it. Yeah, we got a human. We got a human. We're gonna eat this human, or am I gonna put another gun on this human? I feel like I probably shouldn't eat them. Do that. I'm not gonna have enough to get this because I spent so much tokens on re-rolling for a gun. Gun him. I mean, it's just a person worth 2 tokens, or like a couple tokens, right? I just don't know if I want to spend the money on the gun. Ah, screw. Hey, we got one there. 3. That cooldown really hurts. I feel like that hurts more than anything for me, as far as the change goes. Well, I'm like an hour and a half late, so what's up? What did I miss? Nothing. We wiped a couple times on fighters because they're garbage. And that's about it. Just because they're garbage, and that's, yeah, that's all I got to say about that. They're not very good. We need vampirism, though, on this. This might just be a whole stream of me just getting wiped. If I don't heal you, I might die. He might die. So let's just do that for safety. That was a little bit better. Yeah, you didn't miss much, Sad Noise. We haven't really accomplished much. We've just been kind of... I was trying to make fighters work in the PvE because I'm sick of it just being like the same couple classes. That's one of the things that's kind of like a bummer. Is that, like, I mean, I love the PvP portion of it, but, like, I really, really, really want to be able to play... Because here's, like, and I can rant about it, and I have rant about it a little bit. Here's my thing about the PvE. If it's only ever going to be the same couple classes that are viable in the PvE, just skip the damn PvE and give me my tokens at the... Like, let me just go straight to PvP, spend my tokens on what I want to spend them on, and... whatever. Otherwise, it's kind of like... It's sometimes, like... That's why I don't do a ton of runs off stream, because it almost feels like an exercise in just spending an hour to get to the end. Doing the same thing over and over and over. Just give me a bunch of altars at the end, let me pick my mutations at the end, and, yeah. That's how much I dislike the way the PvE is right now. In a lot of ways. Like, it should be way more classes. There's 10 classes. There should definitely be more viable stuff than just a couple. And when I say viable, I mean, like, you have to spend a lot more to make things work. Or it relies like on immense amounts of luck. That's my like one thing that's bothered me, is that it's a ton of luck involved in making classes that aren't kind of like a meta PvE class work. Hey, what's going on, anime? Oh yeah, certain classes definitely dominate, and they have dominated the PvE for a very long time. I think PvE is much harder for them to balance, actually. I'm gonna take this. Multicast could be a lifesaver. Imagine not having 1,000 classes in the game. Yeah, and as far as I know, they're never adding any more classes to this game. Too hard to balance as it is already. I think we can survive this. Without a stun, can we beat this? That's the question. Without having anything on stun, can we beat it? We're nowhere near. So, like, I had to spend so much tokens. We're nowhere near getting this on floor 4, which is kind of like where I always want to get it. We're nowhere near it. But I'm not gonna wipe the run because it doesn't matter that much to me. I just want to take them through and see how bad they really are now, because they were really good. Also, I think that having rubber bullets on floor 6 is probably one of the bigger nerfs for them. Just do that. I tried to throw a run for fun of it while trying to get 3rd altar before 5th floor. When I lack damage or defense at times and wipe them on 7th, 8th floors. Yeah, that's the thing too. Like, sometimes you can get through these earlier floors, but then later on you'll pay for it, right? That's what was happening with the fighters, was we were paying for it in the long run. We fell just short of being able to get our stuff, but that's fine. Take this assault because I haven't played the game directly, but I think one issue regarding class viability is that there just isn't or doesn't seem to be many unique mutations for the classes, so that ends up with certain classes just having more useful mutations. Yeah, kind of. I mean, it's come a long way. I'm telling you, from like 4 months ago, the class the unique mutations for classes come a long way. Unfortunately, a lot of them have gone on tricksters. Tricksters were already really good. I forgot I hit the wrong button there. Let him go. I could have got free food. Could also be that it's difficult to find things that synergize with what you have. Some mechanics, like Brotato's gun, go a long way towards making some more classes viable. And specifically on the first point of unique mutations, it feels like just, oh, X class is better and has nothing unique to Y class, so just run X to win. I mean, kinda. It's just really hard. It can be really hard to like they've added stuff, right? Fighters is a good example. Fighters have had a ton of mutations added, but they're all related to their link, and their link sucks. Like the mechanic of it sucks. These guys definitely do feel a lot worse. How many of them is it going to take me to get through here? We're going to definitely do the shooters. Pews. I didn't see who subscribed. Thank you to the new subscriber. Appreciate it. Yeah, bouncing bullets not being available before floor 6 is a mass. Oh, look at this. Before floor 6 is a massive nerf. Okay, yeah. I just can't right now. Okay, brawl. I'm trying to do different things. I don't want to just run tricksters, and I don't want to just run, like, you know, spinning fencers and tricksters through PvE every single time I run the game. It's not fun. So I'm trying to find something else that works even, like, okay. I think you can do tier 5 tanks. I have to play with that a little bit. But that's the PvP portion of the game is definitely where it shines to me. The PvE is just like, eh. What do I want to run? Just run a bunch of mages. Like, you used to be able to get, you used to be able to beat the PvE portion of the game very easily with cultists. You can't do that anymore. It was like nerfed so bad that it was like made impossible to do reasonably. Mages, it feels way harder to do it with mages now than it used to be. That's unfortunate. And I love the game, don't get me wrong, but I will critique a game if I feel like it's lacking in something. I love the game. I've got like 700 hours or something in it, right? And took months off. On another note, no one, I don't think you're able to take my first place on Xbox. Good stuff. I haven't checked to see if I still have first place on Xbox. I kind of hope not. Take health. We're probably gonna lose this fight. Yeah, this is still by far my most played game on Steam. It's just the dude. Dude. Oh. They just had one more mage than me. But I had health. If I have time, we'll do another run after this. I'll just do tricksters to get through because I'm just tired of it. I'm in Greenhorn 35, I believe. Didn't see any familiar names in there. I can't remember. I think I was in 37. I think. I mean, we could run, like, maybe throw tricksters in there with. I just wanted to do this just to kind of, like, break things up a bit. Let's do that. Mostly gonna do mages, though. That's the plan. And then we'll go in. I think I will have time to do a run. A full run. Axe the shop? No, we won't rush to it. Screw it. Not gonna rush to it. I heard they were adding a Dirk the Chook mini box. Just a little chicken boss. We're just barely winning. Andrew, I hope you're doing well. It's good to see you. So when I complain about the game, don't ever take it as like I'm saying the game's garbage or anything like that. I just really, my complaints are generally 100% PvE related. Almost always. I mean, this could be really good. Cleansing is something I feel like you should almost always take on a class, but... Mage mutations. I'm gonna take the mage mutation. Screw it. Good morning. Still morning here, I think it is. And we'll take the sticky blood. There we go. And we'll buy our chain lightning. Got to get another attack off. Get him. Get him. Yeah. Mages likely still have the same type of ceiling that they used to have in this mode. I'm guessing. They just used to really cap out really quickly. Multicast is so important. Big brain, big brain. Level those mages up, and we'll take multicast. Maybe we'll do a thrower run after this. Yeah, everybody's feeling better. Thank you for asking. After our long sickness. That was brutal. Absolutely brutal. I would have rather had COVID again, seriously, than what we had. Oh no, not the tier 5 shooters. Get out of here. Ruin my perfect run. Cleanse, beauty. If we make it far enough, then we can put silence on immediately. Then that'll help. We'll take this as well, blinding, but with the cleansing. Family is doing much better. By the way, thank you everybody. I haven't thanked you guys yet. Thank you everybody that's come through the stream, whether you lurk or chat. Appreciate it, guys. Thank you so much for clicking on the channel. I mentioned it earlier, but we are in I'm in the middle of my 3rd best growth period ever on YouTube. So I really appreciate it, guys. Ooh. We just have enough money. Does it matter, though? I don't think it matters. Oh, it does matter. We're good. Golden. Magic damage. Beauty. %, added to armor? I mean, I don't really have any armor. Oh, I might have it later. We'll take this instead. And we'll take the magic damage. Because I am going to run a couple tricksters here. We'll get at least, hopefully we get the 5. One more mage. I don't care what level. Beauty. Cheapy. Cheapy. I think it's time to get rid of this tank. Yeah, there we go. I lost a couple fights recently to that build, the summon build. Fireballs, beauty. Take it. Yeah, we'll take it just because we can. We'll take the mage stuff. Knocking guys away from us might help. That's something kind of new for me because I did take time off from the game at one point there. We really should do some of this. Tier 5 healer was holding on there. Maybe we'll take Valor. I don't know how big our team's gonna get. Probably not massive. To take this, probably should take Soul Destruction. Yeah, I think I have enough time to do a thrower run after this. I would like to do one. Come on, give us another low. There we go. Throwers, no, that's gonna destroy me, isn't it? Wow, the push. The push with the win. That was close. We'll take this as well. That's the first time I've ever had the push do anything good for me. Take this. Take the dash. Let's go health. And then some mana regen. Go mages. Even if I don't go far with this, this is the kind of build that will end other people's runs. They might not be built for a mage team. I know it ended a lot. It's ended a lot of my stuff before when I've had mages or gone up against mages. Yeah, maybe we'll take that. More magic damage. This is I don't know. You know what? Maybe it would be decent. It might be okay, but I'm gonna take that. I'll take the chili attack though. I just want cheapy mages, just cheapies. Get him. Let's go. I would love to get this. If we can get Magic Shield, that would be a beautiful thing. Nothing there. Could be useful. Probably should take it, just in case. That could also be very useful. I think I'm gonna take the health, though. I'm gonna take the health. %10 more health. Since we got, like, such wimpy guys. More health. Defense. We're eventually gonna hit a wall here. This is usually where the wall was on mages. We're not doing anything to these guys. We're not doing nothing. Come on. Come on. No. It was close. That was a close one. I think they might have out-healthed me. Also, they had tricksters. They had all the tricksters, I think. We'll take that. Healing. And we'll take the Thunder Lance. That's a beautiful thing. Could be helpful. I'm gonna add a couple more tricksters in. Take the whip. And we better take some more mana, sure. Let's go. Lots of magic builds. Jeez. Lots of magic builds. I kind of thought that's how things were going to go. We got to 10. That's not terrible for a mage build. More magic damage, we'll take it. And I am going to take silence, because we have cleanse on mages. So, that's fine. It is going to use up some of our mana, though. Like, a lot more mana, I think, actually. Nice. It's on sale, man. Beauty. Take that. And we'll take that. Max that out. We should be able to beat this pretty easily, I think. I hope. Oh yeah, we beat it pretty easily. Took a while, but we did it. Hey, thanks for coming through, Lectress. Appreciate it. Enjoy the rest of your day. See how far we can push this thing. It's actually going a lot further than I expected it to. Might be worth taking now. Sure. Take the healthy fat on those guys. Keep them alive a little bit longer. That's our last one. We'll take that. And I kind of want to save for health, but if I lose, I'm going to regret that decision. We'll do mana regen. That's still there. Beauty. It's just hanging out the whole time. Don't go away. Yeah, stay. Is this the exact same team? Or like the same player anyway? Certainly looks like a stronger version of that build. I love that the gravitational shots actually knock away tentacles. Oh man, I think we're in trouble. I think we're in trouble. No, they got to us. They got me. 11 wins. All right. Now I'm ready to go back into the main game. We'll do a main run on here. Mutagens. One more. So if we get spinning fencers early, we'll take that and try it out maybe. But otherwise, I'm just going to run what I'm used to running, which is just tricksters. And then I'm going to do a lot of throwers, I think. Mostly throwers. That's the plan. See what happens. Even tricksters, I fail with tricksters sometimes because if you don't get any, you don't get the stuff that heals you. Like if you don't get vamp or thrill battle, you pretty much die. You're pretty much toast. All right, we'll run tricksters. If spinning fencers comes up, we'll take one. We'll take the mutation because you don't really need anything to make that build work, which is kind of nice. One thing that makes it like really strong is you don't really need anything to make it strong. Ah. Hey, we'll take Winchester to the pub. He's a better tank than my tank, so we're just gonna eat the tank. And eat you as well. I think we're good for that. Damn it, I should have taken the dice. Man, I always do that and I regret it immediately. Just take the damn dice and get it over with. Instead of risking it and losing a wasting a mutation. This guy's gonna die because I didn't get any healing. He's probably gonna die. Hey, we got Vamp. Never mind, we're in business now. That makes it so I don't have to go heavy. Like I don't have to go heavy on the tricksters. Don't have to go crazy. Go get this. Do I want to run 3 tanks? Do I want to run 3 tanks? Nah, I'm just gonna take the tokens. I don't feel like running them. Still need our tier 5 and tier 3 guys. I'm gonna keep Winchester for a bit. He's a nice little tank for me. Nothing. Do that. That again. And we'll save a little bit of money. I didn't buy food. Oh, well, I think we're fine. Are we fine? I'm gonna say yeah. Oh, go Winchester. Yes. We'll take the res button instead. Shoot it. Oh. Bummer, dude. I think this might be the end of the road for our friend Winchester. Actually, I could have maybe let him die and then res him. Still could have been really decent, actually. Fencer. I haven't seen. We haven't got the spinning fencer though. If I did, I would just take it just because. But we'll wait. I refuse to roll too much. Last one right here. Got one. All right. Now, can we get... Use that. Some decent mutations here for throwers. That's kind of what we're looking for now, because we've already got Vamp. We get to roll a battle eventually on them, that's fine too. I don't need this. I don't think so. I don't want to. Bit of a bummer. Well, I guess, let's see here. Sure, we'll take that. A little bit of a thing for our throwers anyway that we're going to hopefully be able to bring out. It just feels so much better running tricksters, for me anyway. The thing that's, like, I mean, I can do it without Vamp, so that's the one thing, right? So I am going to take this, because I might throw in a Spinning Fencer or two, depending on what comes up. And you only need, like, the one mutation, so it's worth it to take it. We'll take it. It's literally the only mutation I need to make that class work. Nice. So the thing with the Spinning Fencers is I do need that mutation to make them work. I don't necessarily need healing on Tricksters. It just makes it a hell of a lot easier. But I need all 5. That's the downside to them. You need to have all 5 of them. So it's like a little bit more costly, but I feel like it's a lot safer for me. Play it safe. Newbies? Good for food. We're gonna go cardio for the health. Good luck indeed. Hey Ham, how you doing? Good to see you. Little HP boost. That would be nice to have. I don't think I need to eat here. I think we can beat this in the yellow. Taking a bit of a beating there. We're gonna take the evasion on throwers. I think we're doing okay overall here, guys. I think it's going okay. I think I'm just gonna do health. Let's do health. Keep playing it a little bit safer. Do I trust that I won't lose a guy here? I have res. Let's just do it. If I lose 1, I have res. Nope, we're fine. More than fine. Stop knocking me all over the place, damn it. Throwers get 15% added to attack speed for 20 seconds when using active ability. We're going to take that. We're going to take thrower mutations, like heavy thrower mutations. It's going to be like, hopefully, most of the build is just going to be throwers. I haven't done a thrower run since 1.0 launched, like a real, just mostly like just a pure thrower run. I've added them in, I think, once, but I haven't done any actual thrower runs. We'll eat newbies this time. Other than our low-level guy, we're getting okay damage here. For me, I feel like this is like, if you're watching this, guys, if you're here right now or in the future, for me, this is definitely the way to get through PvE the easiest. Like, it has been for a long time, actually. So we got our altar. Like, if we get Thrill of Battle, we'll pretty much be set. We will end up getting Energy Vamp too, because we're doing a magic damage build. It's been loads of Despots this game. Loads of them. This week. Oh, yeah. I'm going to be doing more. This is my last Despot Game stream for a bit. Like, not for like a long time, but for a little bit. Tomorrow, it's probably actually going to be Darkest Dungeon 2. And then I'm going to be doing Dead Estate this week as well, because I'm going to be giving away a couple copies that were provided to me by the publishers of the game. It's a cool little game that I don't think many people have played, and it has an overwhelmingly positive score on Steam, which, I mean, I put a lot of weight behind when something has a really, really good score on Steam. And it just came out, they just, I want to do this, or more newbies? More newbies. Yeah, so they just came out with a roadmap for that game, and like they've got like content planned like every couple months or every 2 or 3 months for the next like year. I think it's 6 big content updates coming out for that game. Kind of nice. We did get that, right? Yes, we did. We are going to eat them. We're also going to eat you. So yeah, there will be a lot more different games. I've been playing Darkest Dungeon a bit off stream just to just get used to it and level up a little bit, because there's a lot more meta progression in that game than there used to be. What are we up against here? Ah, I didn't do the stupid button again. Damn it! I always forget that. Like, every time. Every time. It's okay. So we waste 10 food because I'm a bonehead. Every single... I forget floor 5. That's my thing that I forget. I forget floor 5. So we'll take the dash. We might as well. It's going to help us get through the PvE. Don't die. Don't you dare die. Oh, he's going to die. He's so dead. Dark Deception? What's Dark Deception? That's something that I should know. We'll take the napalm. I feel like that's something that I should know. Or are you saying what game? Darkest Dungeon 2. I streamed it the other day. It's a really fun game. I will take this for my tricky tricksters. Okay, let's do that. We need this. We need this. Just short of that. Always picking on my weakest guy. Oops. Back here. I really don't want to use a res on that guy. Got our money, get our interest. There we go. Now we can focus on actually like upgrading other things. We don't have any stun, so hopefully that doesn't end up backfiring on us. We got him just as he was throwing us into his belly. Just as we were going in. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna burn these newbies. Don't touch my low level guys. Don't touch them. Bunch of no's, isn't it? Man, imagine if I was just running spinning fencers. I could put that on there. That'll do. Vamp. Getting a little bit of good RNG here, I think. A little bit. Quit picking on him. Quit picking on him. It's always the weakest guy. Yeah, let's do this. And then take the button. Take the heal button, man. 20 free tokens? Beauty. Kill it with fire. Oh. All right. Do that. Keep the heal. A couple of heals. I still, I'm not really doing magic damage yet. Let's just wait. Just wait. Could do this too. I could put something into my attack. It might help me a bit. Let's wait. I think we're okay with Vamp. I hope we're gonna be okay here. I mean, more damage would help me on the Vamp though. Ah, screw it. Do one attack bonus. Do one. Play it safe. We'll get more back on our Vamp. Probably a good thing we did that. Yeah, that's a good thing that we did that. He's dead. Okay. Res him. Good thing we did the extra damage, because we probably would have lost even more there. I could have done health. I really want to get up to 200 tokens here. Can we survive this nonsense? This guy's a problem in behind us there. There we go. It's always tricky making the decision on whether or not you want to do things that way. I am not comfortable going in hungry still. I'm really not comfortable. I'm not going to go up there because I'm going to teleport there. We'll just do this. I'm not healing as much as I need to. The problem. And I think we're going to be in trouble because of it. Yeah. Don't kill me, don't kill me, don't kill me. Okay. We'll heal this guy. I'll heal you because you're important. You're important to me. Welcome back to GM. If I'm being honest, it's my least favorite league. If I'm being honest. How's it going, Puny? Oh, do I do this? I feel like I'm gonna have to spend the money, or else we're gonna end up wiping. No risk, no glory. It's just the way the game's built. That's why I don't like GM that much. But it's an unpopular take amongst GMs, so I just don't say much. Well, we'll do this, and then we'll get our thing. I feel like I'm gonna have to spend more early than I wanted to, just so that we can survive it. This is gonna be a bunch of Shinigami. Do I do health? I could just do health. Probably should. I mean, I could do this too. This would be cheaper. I'm gonna do health. I don't want to spend the money at all. That's the honest truth. I really don't want to spend the money. I want to be cheap. That our third room? I think it is, isn't it? Oh no, that's our second room. Second room. Not having anything that stuns is really rough. Like, really rough. And we may end up losing the run because I don't have anything that stuns. I don't know. We'll see. I don't trust being hungry at all. At least we have Vamp. If we didn't have Vamp, we'd probably be dead. We probably would have died. But that's keeping us alive. I'm gonna go and get my thing. I'm gonna just go now and get it. And then I'm happy. Go get the mutation. We found out, if you just got here, we found out the fighters still suck in PvE. That's great. That's great. T5 shooters do indeed suck now in PvE. They do. I think the biggest nerf actually was bouncing bullets or rubber bullets being not available till floor 6. I think that was a massive nerf to them. Yeah. At least that's from what I've seen. That's kind of what it feels like anyway. Good luck from Lectrus. Is this the stinking flaming dude? I don't have, like, enough stuff to heal me. I hate you. I don't like you. Oh, it's not. Okay, good. He'll be on the next floor, I guess. I really don't want to lay into this stuff. Like, if I'm going to take anything for them, I just want Thrill of Battle, I think. To be honest. I'll take that. Hopefully that's enough to keep us alive. We've got Vamp, we've got Thrill of Battle. I mean, you know, that hopefully is enough. I feel like that's enough healing. Oh, there's 2 of them. I'll get out of here with that crap. I don't know if I've ever fought 2 of them. But yeah, okay, we're good. We're good on that. Read time. I think it's probably worth it taking this. Like, I always rank that. I should. Puny put together the thing for the tier list. I really got to do it. And I think Healthy Fat's really good. Like, I feel like it's always been consistently a good mutation. It's hard to pass up that 30% bonus health. We're going to go here. We're going to eat. We'll go here. Really, really hard to pass that up. It's a unique floor having that kind of almost in the middle. And with Vamp and Thrill, yeah, like it feels like that just feels like it's gonna really help get through the run. Without having to, I don't want to spend heavily in Tricksters, right? On this build, I really don't want to go heavy Tricksters. Like, that's not the plan. If I could, this is likely, other than maybe Res, I really don't have much plans to put much more into Tricksters. The rest is just going to go Throwers. And we're going to end up with our 200. Which is great, because I didn't think we were going to have it. We're still going to get our 200. We're close to it anyway. Oh yeah, we melted them. Great. Another healing button. I don't think we're going to need it. Pretty set here. This is good. And I don't need to rush to this, right? So that's... I was concerned that I was going to have to spend 80 tokens just to get through this floor, right? So I'm glad I didn't have to do that. Beauty. All right. We'll just keep on cruising along with what we've got. Should be plenty. We can spend on an upgrade now, right? We can put some magic damage in. Actually, we'll do a couple levels of magic damage. Just need most extras. That's right, DJ. Yeah, I forgot about that. That's like I forgot about what I think is the best mutation in the entire game. We need most extras. Yeah, overall, I get what I would like is some good stuff, some better stuff on here on our throwers. I mean, we have evasion, which I think is really good. I don't know, so because I took time off, guys, like I'm not like super comfortable with some of the newer mutations, right? Like Napalm is relatively new to me, right? It's relatively new. That's the honest truth. I feel like it's worth having. Why the hell not, right? But it's kind of new to me. Even this is new. It doesn't sound that great to me, but it's there. What I need is cleanse, right? I'm gonna need cleanse. And I don't know if I'm gonna get that. If I don't get cleanse, we'll be in big trouble. You know what? Now's the time. Let's spend on this. Let's get this extra roll. Not sure if it's useless or not. It's hard to test these things, right? Like, it's really hard to test. When throwing bombs, throwers ignite their enemies, dealing 420 damage for 6 seconds. Like, I mean, it's damage, right? I just look at it like, well, it's some damage. It's some damage. I did take Spinning Fencer too. So, like, I mean, I might, when we're buying troops, I will take a Fencer if it comes up when I'm buying my troops. That's another thing that I did. Well, more evasion on these guys. Why the hell not, right? Good for bosses. A lot of those mutations, it's just a matter of, like, figuring it out and learning it. Like, because of the time I took off, Dash was new for me, right? Relatively new. I mean, I did a couple runs here and there, but it was still, all this stuff was pretty new. Most Dexterous was brand new to me too. So when I came back and really started playing again a lot, and everybody was talking about the season where like there was like infinite evasion. I was like, how the hell did that happen? Like, how did that even occur? And I'm assuming, no one told me this, but I'm assuming it had everything to do with most dexterous, probably when it was first put into the game. I'm assuming that that's what did it. I always assume, and this is why I wasn't like insanely crazy about the mutations that they chose from the community test, because I always assume that the community will find a way to bend these things to their will and make them insanely strong, right? Like that's always my assumption. I'm gonna take the sticky blood just to get it out of the way. I love sticky blood. I feel like it's worth it for like just nerfing move speed, right? Attack and move speed. I always take it. So I'm just gonna take it and get it out of here. Get it out of my pool of mutations that I want to have. Something I don't have is Valor, which could have been nice. I'm still bummed about the fighters. Like I'm bummed that they're just not good at all. Like I tried, and the amount of money you're gonna have to spend to make them viable, I think, is just not worth it. I consider it a must-have too. Yeah, I think I've considered it a must-have ever since the, like, if you want to call it, like, there's separate metas in the game, right? If you want to separate the game into different portions and really whatever, like, the early game meta when it used to be, I think that was probably like the best early game meta actually, was the drone plus sticky blood. You needed those things, and like if you got them early, that drone was just like the most OP thing in the early game. But like that, ever since that point, I've always considered sticky blood like a top tier mutation, especially in Brawl. It literally will win you fights in Brawl, and if you don't have it, it will lose you fights. This is another one that I kind of like to have, depending on the build, right? If I'm running fighters, probably not, but for this type of build, I think it's probably worth having, maybe. But it'll come up later. I'm not gonna force myself to take that. Same as Splash. I don't think I'm really needing Splash. I'm doing magic damage, so I don't think so. I would love to take this, but I'm gonna take this. I'm gonna take You Thought, right? Every 5 seconds, throwers block incoming magic damage. That's a new one for me too, but I know that it's good. That's why, I guess that's kind of why I haven't done the mutation tier list yet, just because there is some new stuff for me. And until I've really, like, really figured out the ins and outs of it, I can't really rank some of these mutations. Tricksters are just trollers. I think for the, I personally feel like they've been the best PvE class for a long time. Like before my break, this is what I was doing. I have a video somewhere where I covered it and was like, you know, basically it was like the easiest way for me to consistently clear PvE. Feels a little bit harder now. Like you do need a little bit more luck with mutations, but overall I still feel like it's super consistent compared to a lot of the other stuff that's out there. I'm actually going to use one of these buttons on this guy just because. And it's funny because someone, like, being someone that played, like, from the very first season of the game, I remember thinking tricksters were absolute trash. Same as throwers. And it was just a matter of, like, no one knew how to use them properly. Like, human projectile's been around, I think, since the very beginning of the game, but no one was using it at the start. So it's funny to see that kind of change. More evasion? Huh? Got the blue pill? A little bit more evasion there? We really just need that most extras, guys. We need to get our hands on that. Let's take let's get the health out of the way. Let's get that out of the way. We should be well beyond the point of having to worry about that now. Next floor, we pick the thrower event. Yeah, we'll go this way. Sure. And now we're just going to really start stacking up that magic damage. I'll just buy that. It's one token. One token. So we haven't gotten cleanse. Cleanse is going to be an issue. If I don't get that, we'll just end up dying. Because I know a lot of the guys in GM just run cleanse. Like, or run silence no matter what. So a thrower build without cleanse is like, yeah, it's not great. It's like throwing a football with your wrong hand. Oh, I picked the wrong way. The 27 food token worth? I've bought it, usually on the last floor. Or if I'm really struggling. Like, if I'm struggling to get through, I'll buy it. Otherwise, I rarely ever pick that thing up. So, generally speaking, I would say no, not worth it. Generally. Because usually you don't need that much food anyway. And when you get to this stage, like we're on floor 8, since like I want to say like since floor 6, we haven't really needed to worry too much about being fully fed. Like I'm not like sweating it. I don't want the weighted dice. I don't really have anything that's gonna work with that too much yet, but maybe we do. This does, but there's better stuff out there, though, than weighted dice. Let's just roll for it. No. I don't think so. Okay. Splash damage. We'll take it. Isn't it more value because it costs? You get more value. You definitely get more value. You get more value. It's just, do you need to spend 27 tokens is the question, right? Because you don't get to... The problem is that you are going to eat that food every single room. So right now, I'm not eating food because I don't have enough to feed them anyway. So I'm not eating. If you have excess food, you're going to gobble it up, right? I think I said once it's like if you think about it from like a perspective of like taking your like if you're taking it like say you were actually like you were in charge of like a like an actual like military and you only have like 100 troops, but for whatever reason you decide to take twice as much food as you need to actually feed them all, like they'll be full with half of what you took. Like it's just kind of a waste, right? You have excess food. You really just need enough food to get by. You can get through hungry and save a lot of money. Yeah, that's the thing, right? And that's something that people just learn as they play. It's like you just need enough, right? It's like me when I go upstairs to eat food, like IRL. I'll eat even though I'm not hungry just because there's food there. Like, oh well, I better have something to eat. I'm not even hungry. I'm just gonna eat because it's there. There's extra food, right? I don't want to be in the red though. So overall, the 27 thing, not generally worth it, I don't think. There's strategic times where it's worth it. Right, like our guys right now don't care that they're hungry. Plus there's Hungering Fury mutation, right? That gives you more attack speed, so it kind of cancels out some of the nerfs that come along with being hungry. Depending on the class you're running, like fighters, it works really good for fighters. We're gonna definitely take this. That's a must-have for me. We're gonna walk all the way back. I bet this is gonna circle around. I'm gonna regret doing this big old walk. Yep, it's just gonna circle back around. Should have just fought the boss. But because we've got so much healing, we could probably actually get away with doing some of these fights in the red. I just don't trust myself. Yeah, just don't starve yourself by accident. That happens. Like, completely starve yourself. It happens. Yeah, even to, like, the best players in the game, they accidentally do it. That's tempting in a way. A little bit of extra damage, but we'll pass. There we go. Feint is always nice. And it does trigger with the dash. Just gonna help us get through this even more, really. And we are gonna put on Energy Vamp because it just doesn't make sense to not have it on a magic build. I might just put it on now, and then our guys will just be... it'll be impossible for any of them to die. Oh, never mind. We are gonna have to go all the way around. It's kind of a crappy layout. So sometimes you might want to buy, like, on the really, really big floors, like say the final floor. Like, if you had a map that was laid out like this in a really big floor and you have to walk all the way around to the final boss, it might be worth it to you to buy that 27 token food thing in that situation. And I have had that happen to me where it was worth it to me to spend the money. Which way is closer, actually? Looks the same. The exact same. Can I get there? No, I can't get there. Bummer. Yeah, this layout kind of stinks. Oh well. We'll use this because, well, whatever. Whatever. Ignore the hunger. I actually don't think I need this, but it might be better for me than this, so let's just do this. The next floor, we pick our thrower event. Watermelon. Oops. There it is. We're almost there. Let's ignore this. I love the buttons. Buttons are probably my favorite thing that they added for the PvE. They can make a big difference on whether or not you win a run. Huge difference. And we'll spend some more money here on our magic damage, just so that we start melting these guys. You know what? That might not be awful. But there's just mutations that I really, really want. Roll it. Okay, I might take the crit. I'm gonna take the crit. Cooldowns. Now we'll start to melt some stuff. So if you watch the beginning of the stream where we were struggling through with fighters and then go back and then you see this part, it's like, you can just, it really shows the contrast in like classes, like the difference in like abilities. That's why I say Tricksters is like a top tier class. Not just for PvE either. They're like they're a very important class for PvP because of most dexterous. Just because it's a thrower mutation, let's take it. Having said that, we haven't gotten most extras yet, which is kind of scary. Because if I don't get it, I don't really need the tricksters. I might as well have just taken all throwers, like, through the whole thing. Armor, that's a hard no. I don't think I'm going to have much in armor. We'll take this, a little bit of bonus damage. Unfortunate that we aren't getting good luck so far. Someone mentioned the idea, and I like it. I think I talked about something like this before, was being able to remove a class or, like, remove some sort of mutations from the pool to increase your odds. I don't mind that. I can't remember who it was, but it was in the Discord, and they mentioned, like, having the option of, like, or having the bird that's on the first floor pop up, say, on floors 5 or 6, and give you the option of removing one class's mutations. Could be kind of nice, right? I would remove healers every single time. It would just help a tiny bit with getting your builds that you want. Not that I don't really care too much about it. Like, RNG is RNG, and that's why I like these games. I really like RNG. But it's a neat idea. Yeah, or you could have a button. That's true. You could have a button. But that might just be like a super powerful button that's like a must have too. I don't know. Giving that little bird at the beginning another job could be really cool. I just thought it was a neat idea. The devs did hint though in the patch notes that they just put out that they're working on a different on a new mechanic. Don't know what that is. I'm gonna actually take the deja vu just in case I make a mistake in an event. Sometimes I misclick. I mean, we literally could do this. We could kill the nut job, and then if we don't get... Well, is it worth it, though? If we get throwers... Is it ever worth it to do the profit? That's the thing. Is it ever worth it? I can't even remember, because I always just forget. I always just walk away from this dude. Is it ever worth doing this? Well, we'll try it. We'll do it. It's been so long since I've actually done it. I think you just get, like, a random damage buff. And then we'll just, if it's bad, we'll just hit deja vu. Yeah. Thanks. Yeah, so our tier 3. Yeah, if we got a big boost on thrower damage, it would be great, right? But it's a random class, which sucks. So you kill someone that you want. You kill someone that you want to get damage on something that you don't want. Oh, it's a bad event. It at least shows you kind of, yeah, I guess, like, if I could take a snapshot of that, that kind of would show you guys where like, one thing you can use deja vu for, because that's something I never showcase, is deja vu. But that's something that you can do. It gives you a free shot, right? At maybe getting a buff. If we had got thrower damage there, or whatever, say you're running, like, I don't know, you're running maybe you're running tanks. That would have been huge, right? Extra 15% damage. But otherwise, we're just gonna leave them. And we're not going to do that. If you get the buff you want, it can be a big difference. There it is. I was starting to worry. We'll put a little bit in there because I'm worried about the fact that I don't have I don't have any stun. I almost wonder if I should max it out. I almost wonder if I should max it out. Because I don't have anything that's going to stun. Well, I'm going to hold off on it. I think we'll be able to dump the damage out that we need to dump out. So anybody that doesn't know, these guys, these cabbages, they deal magic damage. He's probably going to kill somebody, isn't he? Stop it. Who's he chewing on? Oh, that's close. Okay. That is close. Not okay. Okay. Why aren't you guys doing any dashing? Why are we not dashing? Are we out of mana? Why is there no dashing happening? What happened there? Why were we not doing anything but regular attacks? Huh? Is it because we weren't dodging? Is that why? Because we weren't dodging? So you don't have to dash, right? Well, that sucked. Nothing I can do about that. Not having any stun just cost us 30-something tokens. Yeah. Not having any stun. Bummer. Okay. It was a really good run up to this point. Now we have to get one of those guys back. We have to. This could be a really bad floor, actually, for us. Okay. This could be really bad. I mean, we were in red hunger, too. To be fair. We were in the red. We won't let that happen again. No worries, Puny. Thank you for coming through. It's a small setback on an otherwise great run, I think. Well, you know what? I'm not going to say it's a great run yet because we don't have cleanse, and I think that we could lose our lose our first fight without cleanse. But let's not be hungry. So is it magic defense that stops them from eating? Yeah. So you want to boost your magic defense. I probably should have put my magic defense up, but also I should have bought food here. I gambled and I lost. I should have bought food when we first came in. Too bad you don't have deja vu. Imagine having deja vu. We should be fine here because we're in the red, right? So we were like very nerfed there. Like heavily nerfed on our damage. Like look how much faster we're killing this guy. So because we don't have stun, that was a mistake of mine. I wasn't thinking. Because we don't have anything to stun these guys, we really needed to not be hungry. So there might be a situation where you could spend that 27 tokens and make it work. Make it worth your while, right? Because we're fighting these guys again. I don't want to spend too much. We're going to do this. I always do that. Boost the health a tiny bit. We'll likely be able to get these guys up to full HP. That's already scooped up someone different. Oh, they scooped up two. Wait a second. Who the hell is he chewing on? What the hell? He was getting chewed on by both of them at the same time. Okay, that was a bug. That guy was getting chewed on by both of them at the exact same time. Like, what is happening here? They were both chewing, so our guys weren't doing anything. Oh my god. So that's a bug. Yeah, those two guys were chewing on the exact same troop at the same time. The first loss was not a bug. That was a misplay. That was a bug. Let's do this. Like, sitting here going like, what is going on with that? Jeez. Game doesn't want me to have a good run. We're gonna teleport up here. I guess we better go beat the boss and see if we get like a res button that we can use in case we lose anybody else. Let's buy the 9. I don't even want to do this room right now. That was really weird. I've never seen that. I have never, ever seen that thing happen. You have to go back and clip it. So that, I don't know if it's something the devs know that happens. But yeah, definitely they were munching on the same guy at the same time. Oh, that's bad. Oh, that's bad. Oh, that's bad. Just got it off. We could do deja vu. Can you deja vu twice on the same floor? I think we do, actually. I think we just deja vu this. Do we do deja vu twice on the same floor to try and get through this thing? It might be the best thing ever. I think we do. We lost a lot of tokens there. Oh no, it's a room. It's not the floor? Starts you at... Oh, never mind then. That's how little I know. It doesn't restart the floor. It restarts from the room you were at. Well, there's nothing I can do about that. Well, now I know. I didn't even read the damn button. That's how little I use deja vu. So don't do it like that. If you lose the run, it restarts. Like deja vu, I think I've seen you get that power up before. Yeah. But it doesn't work like that. Okay, so it does it from the room, right? Whatever. I don't plan on having many more failures. Basically, nothing happened there. Other than we do have to fight this stuff, and things are kind of buggy-ish. Buggy-ish? No. Yes, I can take this. Damage would be nice, but we're going to take this. The magic resistance, I think, is something worth having. That's just a bummer. I was fine with the first one because it was a mistake I made. The second one, it kind of tilts me a bit. In all the runs I've done, I've never seen that happen. Prepare your device. All the way back here, right? and we're gonna have to buy food too. On the bright side, the floor is done, and we're buying troops on the next floor. We don't have much money though because of the mess that happened. Can I get there? 1, 2. And then I gotta walk back, right? Is that right? Just trying to do the math in my head. I'm like looking at it thinking like, can I make this work? Right? We've got one for there. 2, 3, 4. Oh yeah, we're good. We're good. Teach us. We're gonna give it a go anyway. I think it's gonna be bad, a bad outcome, not just because of what happened on this floor, but because we haven't gotten cleanse. And honestly, I think that cleanse is like, it's not like, I think most Dexterous is the best mutation in the game. Cleanse is, for like generally most runs, is the most important. All right, down we go. There's our guy. We'll replace him. There's one that gives you food. I can't remember what one it is. There it is. One that gives you a gun and one that gives you food, I think. Okay, let's buy this guy again. We just had to get through that floor. That's all we had to do. All right. Thrower time. We need a bomb. And a bunch of cheapies. How many floors? There's 12 floors. So I always load up on my troops in here. This is like generally what I always do. That one thing costs us a bit of money. Costs us probably a few troops anyway, or an upgrade. Yeah, I always put out the army on floor 11. That's just the way I do it. Because it's on sale, I'll buy it. We're not gonna have much money for upgrades, though. I've spent a lot of tokens already just to get this far. What's the advantage of the cheap guys besides cost? Really, not a huge advantage. If I was going for the big guys right now, I'd have like barely any troops though. Because I end up spending way more tokens in here than I really wanted to. But I might end up buying more troops on this floor than I normally do. It just comes down to preference. I'm trying low-level guys. We could buy one more bomb. It might not hurt us. I mean, they do a lot of damage. Yeah, food's not a problem on this floor. I don't worry about it on this floor. Let's buy one. Only a couple more little guys. I'm gonna have to buy some more troops on the floor, I think. Yeah. Try and line these up a bit. Well, that'll work for now. Sure. Not great. 21 troops is not really what we want. We want a bit more than that. Probably closer to 28. Let's just go straight for the mutation. We'll take the healthy fat on throwers. Sure. Take that. A little more health. Our Trickster, our T5 Trickster sitting here at like 11,000 HP. Just a lot. Yeah, it's melting time. Usually when you get to this point, it should just be complete melting time. And you can fight in the red usually. You should be able to fight in the red at this point. Floor 11's so tiny too. Economically, this might not be the best run. We'll see. If I don't have another food room up there, I'm gonna have some regrets. I'm just gonna buy a tiny bit. Floor 11 throws me off. It used to be a lot bigger, I think. Well, it used to be the final floor, I guess. So yeah, it used to be a lot bigger. The second last floor used to always be pretty big, though. Cooldown. I have mutations that I really need still, so I'm just gonna try for them. This is actually gonna be important. Well, let's take it. We aren't gonna have a big army. Our army is not gonna be gigantic at all. We'll take that. We don't have much mana, but we'll take that. You see, even in the red, we just absolutely destroy everything. We do not have much. We don't have much for our upgrades. Like, I'm way behind on tokens because I spent so many to get to this point. Food. And we don't even have the 200 that I normally like to have. This might help. Get a little bit of XP. Make sure our guys are leveled up. Do I want a troop? That's the thing. 21 does not feel good. But maybe we just go with it. I need this. Why don't you steadily create a big army instead of just instantly making one? I think that if you do it throughout the course of the whole game, it ends up costing you a lot more money-wise. I used to do bigger than 5. Like, because I want to be able to get through runs. So I might start doing a little bit bigger than 5. I used to do 7, right? Because to buy a hamburger or whatever it is, it's 7. You get 7 food for it. So I always kind of just went based on that. If you go too big, I think at the end of the day, it ends up costing you a lot more money. It's a bit of a balancing act. Like 21 is a tiny build. Most runs I have my interest. Most runs I'm fine. Like normally, this run is not a normal run for me. I normally would have still had my interest. I mean, I still got some. I just didn't get the full 40 that I would have liked to have gotten. do I go a little bit bigger? It's tempting to go a little bit bigger. $21 is not huge. Nah, we'll just stick with the 21. Screw it. Yeah, normally I have the 200 when I go through that floor. I usually have a lot more money. I spent more in magic damage than I ever do at that point. Like, I spent an extra 140 here, I think, than I normally do, and I spent an extra 100 here than I normally do at that point. So I spent at least 240 extra, plus I spent probably about 300 extra tokens on that floor. Ish. 300-ish extra tokens than I normally do. Just because the one thing went wrong. We did not get cleanse at all. Not expecting this to be great. And I'll take it. There's an argument to be made that I should just roll for what I need. Getting hungry. It's getting late, isn't it? The longest stream I've done in a while, guys. 3 hours? I haven't streamed for 3 hours in a long time. Been a long time since I did a 3-hour stream. Usually about 2 hours. Could take that. More armor, more attack. Can't decide. I'm not banking on the fact that I'm gonna get cleanse here. I don't think I'm gonna get it. So I'm just gonna do whatever. Take that. Getting a little hungry. Angry. The money's getting up there now. We'll be able to boost some stuff. Just give me cleanse on throwers, man. Just give me cleanse on that. Last mutation. See if we get anything. No. Definitely not. That helps. That helps a ton. Probably still not going to be a great run, but we need that. Let's go here, get some food, go here, clear this, and then we're good. I need enough food, though. I need 21. 42. I need 63 food. That's going to put me at 43. Yeah, I think we got enough here. Just enough? Just enough. I did take panic eating, so I might have to get some newbies to get us up to 10 food. Make sure we have 10 food when we're done to maximize our panic eating. But I think we're likely going to get melted. There's a good chance we're going to get melted. Actually, let's do that now, just so I don't forget. I forgot I had those things there to ignore food. Oh well. What am I gonna put the stuff on? Magic resistance probably is super important. I'm gonna need this probably. Do that. I'm gonna put a little bit in here and there. I think we're good. Let's do this fight and then I'll figure the rest out. Well, we didn't kill him very fast. Let's do cooldowns, or I'm tempted to go health. Really tempted to go health. Another 15% on the energy vamp. No, I've never seen anybody do that. Cooldowns was probably good, but I think I'm gonna go health. Do I have anything that this applies to? Could do more here. I really don't have much. Just that? Yeah, not much. Jeez, really don't. That might not even be worth it. Oh, maybe we should just do cooldowns. The health is super tempting. Or attack. We'll do more magic damage if we do attack. I'm gonna try that actually. Because that's the way this this works. Thrown human deals magic damage equal to their attack. So let's do this. Boost everybody's attack a bit. And then we'll do cooldown. We have this, so we better spend this money. 30 extra attack. We'll buy some noobs. We'll give it our best shot anyway. Less or equal to 10. Right. Okay, so we're good. That's it. That's the build. Not the best build, but it's our build. Let's go on and see what we can do. Will we even win a fight? That's the thing. Oh, jeez, this guy sucks. This guy sucks. Oh yeah, I forgot about this build. We probably lose to my mage build, I think. Or not. Okay, I replaced my build. I beat myself. Feels good. Feels good to beat myself. We're gonna see some... Oh, here's another thrower build. We beat ourselves. It just depends. It depends on how many people have participated in the season. We didn't win this one. It'll move. It moves. Like, not that many people have actually entered a run yet. We might lose every other fight. Look at the shooters. Oh, we were so close. We were so close to beating it. But I will replace myself at the middle point now. We were so close to beating it. Hey, we replaced my old run. There we go. It's an improvement. Still shooters in here. I'm surprised there's that. I don't think there will be at the end. I doubt it anyway. I'm surprised there's that many shooters. Hey, we moved up 5 spots, guys. Not bad. Not bad at all. And I screwed up a lot. Could have been a lot better, actually. Moved up 5 spots, so that's my best run of the season so far. Good thing we actually did that. Guys, I'm going to call it a stream here. Thank you so much for hanging out, guys. Whether you hung out in the chat or lurk, thanks for clicking on the stream. If you're watching this in the future, thank you for watching the VOD. Really appreciate it. Thank you to all the new subscribers. You guys all get a stale pretzel. Congratulations, that's your prize for hitting the sub button. And yeah, I'm going to be playing Darkest Dungeon 2 probably tomorrow is what I'm thinking. All right, guys, tomorrow's... Like, today's Friday. It's the weekend, right? It's the weekend. If I do stream tomorrow, it'll be a later day. It'll be later in the day because I got my kids are home tomorrow and I gotta go to dance class with my little girl in her tutu. Imagine making a PvP only build. Imagine. All right, I'm gonna head out, guys. I got some stuff to do. Gotta take down a trampoline and all this stuff. Thank you again for all the support. Really, really appreciate it, guys. Have a great weekend, and I will see you on the next one.